Hello everybody, I'm Henry at Blue Heron Arts. Today I'd like to review the process of dry mounting landscape painting I just did on rice paper or mulberry paper to be precise, or mulberry #1 store. The paper is quite thin but very strong. It's suitable to paint landscape. You can see I applied color on the back side, the wrong side of the paper, and some on the front to complement each other with the ink. And I also applied a little gouache. It's also on the back side. And to show you the final outcome, I need to dry mount it. Here are the materials we're going to need. Silicone film for dry mounting. It's a heat activated adhesive film. It comes in a roll. The film is attached to a release paper. A release paper is like a waxy paper, it's not supposed to stay on with the painting as backing. So we need a backing paper. This is a archival quality cotton backing paper. It comes with two sides. One is shining, and one has the teeth. And to cut the paper, we need to have a cutting board. This is a cutting board with a ruler, and this rotary cutter or blade. Because the silicone is kind of difficult to cut with a knife. So let's do the measurements first. I usually just put the painting on top of the material to measure it, to guesstimate, not to, you don't have to be very precise, because if you frame it, the framer would do the trimming and matting. So we basically just like to cut a piece slightly the same or slightly bigger or smaller is fine with the original. Let me just try to match that. Sometimes the paper is not straight, so this is just adhesive. This is like a paste, when you wet mount. We don't use wet mount paste, we just use this. So cut the width first. It's approximately like a 13-inch, I guess. And the height. Okay, the silicone may have extra paper margin, so it's not the size of this film is what counts, to be sure. It could be a little larger, the area to stick on. Okay, so this is the adhesive, and we can save this for future use. You can mount smaller paintings, and you can also patch them to mount larger paintings. It's very easy to make patches. You just put two pieces together with iron. So save all the extras for future use. Okay, now it's the backing paper. the backing paper is a little bigger, ideally. So they can use it for taping behind the mat. Just make it like this. You can just use the numbers. You know, I think I'm a visual person. I just do this like this, and just give it like a quarter inch, a half inch extrude. This side. Same thing. After mounting, it's very easy to frame. It's like a watercolor. So this is the biggest of the three. This is the backing. I have learned recently that the mounting master said to just tell me the trick is most people, including myself, thought the cloth side that comes with teeth is easier for backing, but they told me that actually it's better to put the silicone on the slick side. So I think that both sides should work. You can experiment to see the difference. So I'm going to follow this new idea of procedure. So I use the smooth side to put it behind the painted. The coarse side is on the outside. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention that we need a piece of fabric. We have been using this piece of denim cloth for over decades. The idea is you want to have some kind of padding, but not too soft, not too hard, and it's easy to clean if you got the sticky adhesive on this fabric. It's easier to rub off, so that's why we use this. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is to put the silicone on top of the backing paper with iron. Just iron without steam. If it comes with steam, you don't want to have any water in that. So just plug it in and set the temperature to silk. As I mentioned earlier, we will use the smooth side facing up with the shim, and the silicone film facing down on top of the mounting surface. Okay. We want to make sure the stick film stays within the paper, so otherwise it will stick to the cloth underneath it. Right? So I start from the center. You can start from one side to the other, that's okay. I like to start from the center, just to, and then you expand to the corner, and all the way to the sides. Okay, just make sure you want to drive all the air out. Here's a dry eye, no water. Okay, and let it cool down. Let it cool down a little bit, because when it's hot, it will stick back to the release paper. When it's cool, it will release the film. Try. If you see any stickiness, just wait. If you don't see that, it's a little bit warm still, but it's okay. Just go from corner to corner, like so. And this paper is very important to use as a anti-sticking, anti-dust protection sheet. So remember the way I lift it like this? This is the side anti-sticking. This is the outside. This is facing the film, and this it should be the. Just keep it the same. So this will be facing the painting in the next step. Now we put the painting back on top of the prepared mounting paper with silicone film. Okay. And just align it to the shining. You can see the silicone film. Can you see that? The shiny part. It's not so shiny, but you can see it. Okay. Another tip is, although it's dry mounting, you don't have to, but it's a good idea, especially in the climate in LA. We have 18% humidity. It's very dry here, so we need to spray a little moisture just to relax, just to make the painting relax. I can spray on the either side, doesn't matter. But make sure you spray outside the table. You don't want anything, any moisture inside the mounting area, because you will make the backing paper waving. We'll have trouble with that. So just I spray a little bit on both sides, just a little mist, and let it set a little while. Just relax. If there's like a folding line or creases, and you can iron it first to flat. Because I ironed it in the classroom before I take it home, it's pretty flat. Okay. Now put this release paper back on with the sticky side, anti-sticking side, the waxy side, whatever. It's kind of hard to tell. Just remember, to mark it if you want. Put it back on so it will not stick on the extra margin if it's larger than the painting. If you use a regular paper, it's okay. Alternatively, if you miss this piece, you can use a parchment paper, like the silicone paper that's for bakery, or a kitchen parchment for baking oven paper. Okay. Put this on and set the iron to silk and start from the center, just to activate the adhesive underneath it while you drive out the air in between the painting and the backing paper. So from center out towards the corner. Goes all the way out because the shape of the iron is very different to just iron on the edge. You just go outside the edge. Don't try to stay within the painting frame. Go beyond that all the way. Don't lift the iron. Just put it on table. You don't have to press so hard. Just evenly move around, circular maybe. Or you can go like a horizontal and a vertical, diagonal. Okay, about 1 minute. That's it. You can take a peek. You can see if you stick on the extra adhesive margin, let it dry a little bit and see it lift, because this is the release paper. That's why it's handy to use. Okay, now it's perfectly dry mounted without any creases or waving or wrinkles, and the color is much intense, much vibrant than before mounting. So this is the finished touch. If you don't do this, you never know how much color you should apply. If you make a judgment without mounting, you will probably be surprised after mounting. See the painting turns so dark, just like when it's still wet. So the intensity is almost like the painting is still wet. So that's why we need to learn the mounting as soon as possible in the learning curve to know, to develop the experience of how much color vibrancy you will get after mounting. So basically, you will get what it was still when the color is still wet. Yeah. So that's a very different procedure from watercolor. In Western watercolor, we stretch it first or mount it first. You can do that actually if you are confident. You can mount it like that. Just use a plain piece of paper and then paint on it, and you'll get quick true color without having to mount it afterwards. However, you will lose the chance to paint on the wrong side. You cannot do it on the backing paper, right? So that is why we mount it after the painting. Thank you for watching, and if you are interested in learning this entire lesson, there's a recording available. Just follow the link in the video description to join our year-round class in person, via Zoom, or by recording. And you can submit your work for critique by email anywhere in the world. Thank you. Bye-bye.